Everybody is a cute. I had to do a song that was strictly for the cute. I'm a cute. I'm a cute. When I was knee high, I dreamed to be a cute. And now I'm 25, damn right, I'm a cute. And a step show one day, I'm a cute. Mad when we get second place, I'm a cute. Wreck my LB, dust them off, I'm a cute. Drop chicken on the floor, brush it off, I'm a cute. 4 a.m. still out, hanging with the cutes. I'm a cute, I'm a cute. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it grown man roll with the cues. Yeah, I guess by now y'all can tell I'm a cute. Ain't trying to talk down, just saying I'm a cute. I still got love for those who ain't cute. Some of my tightest partners ain't no cues. They know one thing for sure, I'm a cute. Duty calls, gotta go, no offense, I'm a cute. And they got my backstage line for the cues. I'm a cute, I'm a cute. Mama told me long time ago about them cues. Told me I could go Greek, but don't be a cute. It was in my nature to go and be a. Even in preschool, mama knew I wasn't. Girl asked me my name, I told her I'm a cute. Teacher asked me my name, I told her I'm a cute. Cops won't ID, I tell them I'm a cute. I'm a cute, I'm a cute. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. Hey, you know how it is when you roll. Yes, bruhs in the club, don't throw up your hooks. If you ain't a bruh, don't throw up your hooks. Even if you ain't no cute, bruhs in the club, don't throw up your hooks. If you ain't a bruh, don't throw up your hooks. Bruhs in the club, don't throw up your hooks. If you ain't a bruh, don't throw up the hooks. Bruhs in the club, don't throw up your hooks. If you ain't a bruh, don't throw up the hooks. Cause you know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues. You know how it is when you roll with the cues.
You gon' eat your beans and cornbread?
Yes, it's your grown man Gator. Yeah, P-I-N-C. Yeah, we finally here, baby. You're not dreaming. Let's ride. Look here. I'm a cute, yeah. And I'ma do it big for the bros. I'm a cute. I'ma show love to the girls. I'm a cute. I'ma hit the club high. I'm a cute. Everybody gon' know about me. I'm a cute. Boots on, shirts off, man. I'm a cute. Dress code, nice joke, man. I'm a cute. Line long, walk to the front. I'm a cute. I'm a cute. I'm a cute. And I'ma set it out anytime. I'm a cute. All I need is myself.
All right. We back. Welcome back to the show. We are back, man. You are listening to the Doug Stewart Show on this fantastic, freaky, funny Football Friday. All right, so just like that, we have the survey up in 2 Live Stews Radio's Facebook chat group. Yes, sir. Right. And I got a surprise. And I've got a surprise. In honor of this newfound friendship that me and the ladies have, none of the nominated Stewettes are in the running for this week's Ball Penis Award. That's right. That's right. That's right. So, I mean, this is what you call literally and figuratively, this is an olive branch. I'm actually holding an olive branch in my hand right now. Right. So here's the nomination for Thorny Switch. I want you to listen to this. That's right. Torn up, thrown away. Here's the nomination for Tiffany Sports and Heels. Lord knows she needs to get now. But here's her nomination. Hey, just tore it up. Just tore it up. Here's the nomination for Mocha Bella, the Stewette. That's right. Because you know why? because I love the Stewies and the Stewettes. That's right. That's right. So go vote at Two Live Stews Radio Facebook chat group. You'll see it. It's pretty close to the top. Obviously, at the very top, I just posted it. And we'll give you the results later of this week's Buster of the Week in sports, entertainment, and beyond. All right, so you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Yeah. So without further ado, let's talk a little bit about these games this weekend in football. So the 4 biggest games in football this weekend. Let's talk about college. Let's get a little theme music going, too. Yes, sir. Listen to the sultry sounds of the Marching 101. We talk a little bit of college football. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, so as I said earlier, man, there's not a lot of big games in college football this weekend. One game that I'm kind of looking forward to is, and not really both teams, I'm just looking forward to seeing one team, and that's the Miami Hurricanes ACC matchup on ABC as they take on the Virginia Cavaliers. Cavaliers 6-4 right now. Miami is 9-0. Obviously, with the big win last week over Notre Dame, I want to see if Miami can keep it going. Yeah, for no other reason but to see if Miami can keep it going. Miami is a 19.5-point favorite in the game this weekend against Virginia, playing phenomenal football. So that's one of the games in the Funky Four, the 4 biggest games this weekend in college football. I want to see if the Miami Hurricanes can keep it going and kicking the crap out of the Virginia Cavaliers. Second game in college football, you know a slim pickings when I'm looking forward to seeing the UCLA Bruins take on the Southern California Trojans. Yeah. Yeah, so this one is actually coming on pretty much prime time as opposed to 10:30 on the East Coast. So UCLA taking on Southern Cal. You got Josh Rosen versus Sam Darnold, starting quarterbacks. UCLA 5-5, really kind of fell off a little bit this year. And the Trojans are 9-2. Trojans are the number 11th ranked team in the country. Trojans are favored by 16 points once again. UCLA has been struggling this year, and so that's the second game of my Funky Four, the 4 biggest games in college football. And here's why. The Citadel is playing Clemson. The Citadel is playing Clemson. Kentucky is playing Georgia. Georgia should mollywop them. Tennessee is taking on LSU, 2 teams that nobody's really cared about. Tennessee firing their coach, Butch Jones, over the last couple of days. And then you also have, and I guess this is a big game, too. This probably should have been the second game of my Funky Four. Michigan. The Michigan Wolverines, man, just looking to try to be the spoiler this year, taking on Wisconsin. 8-2 Michigan Wolverines. Jim Harbaugh taking on the Wisconsin Badgers, who are 10-0 right now on the outside looking in the college football playoff rankings as the 5th ranked team in the country. So, yeah, that probably should have been another game that I should have listed. Michigan taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. I want to just see Michigan. I want to see if Michigan can go out and style and be the spoiler, as I mentioned earlier, and get this win over Wisconsin. Talent-wise, Michigan is one of the top teams, but they just not have performed to the level that we thought they were or would when Jim Harbaugh got this job. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Georgia better handle business. That game is Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. 9-1 Bulldogs, who dropped to 7th in the poll after the tough loss last week, taking on the Kentucky Wildcats, who are 7-3 on this year. Also in the NFL. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, the 2 biggest games I'm looking most forward to this weekend, man. One, the Washington, D.C. football team taking on the New Orleans Saints. That's right. Washington 4-5 right now, taking on the Saints, who have won 7 games in a row and defensively are kicking much ass. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The running backs, Kamara and Mark Ingram, been balling out of control. Mark Ingram right now, 144 carries, 672 yards, well on his way to a 1,000-yard season. And Drew Brees still being Drew Brees. 13 touchdown passes and only 4 interceptions. All right? So, in the Big Easy, 1 p.m. kickoff time on Fox. This is probably the game that we'll see here in Atlanta because the Falcons don't play until Monday night. So, 1 p.m. kickoff, Washington, D.C. football team on the road taking on the New Orleans Saints. Looking forward to that. Saints favored by 7.5 points. D.C. football team getting 7.5 points. That should be a good one. Game number 1 of my NFL games this weekend. And the biggest game this weekend, bar none. Without Ezekiel Elliott, the Dallas Cowboys host the soaring Philadelphia Eagles. Right. The Eagles want to avenge the overtime loss they sustained the last time they visited the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium. This is an 8:30 p.m. kickoff time on NBC. This is the late game on Sunday night. Cowboys, NFC East, hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right, Carson Wentz versus Dak Prescott, 2 of the young Lions in the NFL, going head-to-head. Can't wait to see this. This is going to be a good one. Sunday Night Football, Cowboys hosting the Eagles. Other games of note this weekend, the Patriots on the road taking on the Oakland Raiders. That's on CBS, 4:30 kickoff time there in the Bay Area. New England favored by 7 points in that one. The Jaguars, let's see if they can keep it going and don't let up and give the Browns a cheap win. Browns hosting the Jaguars, 1 p.m. kickoff, CBS. Jacksonville favored by 7.5. The Vikings hosting the Rams, both at 7-2. Minnesota favored by 2 in this. You got Case Keenum still starting for the Minnesota Vikings. Teddy Bridgewater cleared to play, but will he play? The Chargers hosting the Buffalo Bills as they bench Tyrod Taylor for some dude named Peterman, who none of us have never heard of. Actually played for Pittsburgh. Actually got a win over the Clemson Tigers. Clemson's only lost last year. But the Bills bench Tyrod Taylor, and they're going on the road taking on the San Diego Chargers, who are 3-6 right now. And as I mentioned earlier, the Falcons don't play until Sunday night, so we will talk about this game on Monday as the Falcons go on the road to take on the Seattle Seahawks, all right? So those are your Funky Four. Some other games of note coming up this weekend in the NFL and in college football. All right? Okay, make sure you go and vote on the Two Live Shoes Facebook radio chat group, man, for this week's Ball Penis Award winner. The nominees are listed in the poll. The survey is listed on Two Live Shoes Facebook radio chat group. When we get back from the break, we'll jump in the chat room and keep doing what we do. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show.
Really don't listen for a minute and you start to spin to see why. 5+ in it and I'm still on